Now in this exercise, we are going to start something about percentages. So convert each of the following percentages into fractions in their simplest form. So we need to convert them in percentages into fractions. 70%. Whenever there is a concept of percent, part A for example, percent means out of 100. So 70 out of 100. So that is its equivalent fraction. And now simplifying it, we get 0 gets cancelled out with this 0 and 7 by 10, that is 0.7. So this is its decimal and this is the fraction 7 by 10. So the fraction is required, so that's why we can have it 7 by 10 as the answer. Then 75%, part B. It is exactly in the same pattern, 75 out of 100. So we need to simplify it. So simplifying it would give me 25 3 times 75 and 25 4 times 100. So the fraction is 3 by 4, and if we wish to convert it into decimal, that could be 0.75. Okay. Then in the same way, we can do, let's suppose it's part F, 2.5%. So that means 2.5 divided by 100. And when we need to get rid of this decimal sign, uh, that will give me 25 by 10 times 1 by 100. This one is this one. So now simplifying them together, which will give me, let's suppose 25 ones are and 25 fours are. And then we are having 1 by 10 times 4. That is 1 by 40. So that is the simplest fraction that was required to us. Okay. And the same way, we can have the conversion of part G, for example. Now we are having fractions which are greater than 100. So part G, this one is 215 out of 100. So we can simplify them just on the table of 5. 5 20s are 5 4s are 20 and 5 3s are 43 by 20. That could be the answer, but since this is not in the simplest form, so we need to convert it in the simplest form as was required in the question. So we need to have it 22s are 40. So the answer is going to be 2 whole 3 by 20. So this is its answer, like this. And the same pattern we can do some more parts of this. For example, let me solve its part K, that is 0.25%. So 0.25 divided by 100. And now when we just want to get rid of this decimal sign, that would be 25 divided by 100 times 1 by 100. Since this 0.25 was having two decimal places, so we have divided 25 by 100, means there are two zeros with 1 in the denominator of 25. So now the simplification, 25 ones are 25 fours are. So 1 by 4 times 100, that is 1 by 400. That's the conversion of this percentage into the fraction, and the answer is given in the simplest form. Okay, now the other way around, express the following fractions as percentages. To convert it like that, it's question number 2 now. Part A, 3 by 5. When we need to convert it in fraction, that means we should be having denominator as 100. So I need to multiply the denominator by 20 so that I could have 100 in the denominator. So since I've multiplied the fraction with its denominator as 20, so I need to multiply the numerator as well by 20. So the fraction would become 60 by 100. So since this is 100 in the denominator now, which meant uh, out of 100 or percentage. So that is actually 60%, because this 60 over 100 is actually like this, and out of 100 is means actually the percentage. So this is how it is to be done. In the same way, let me do part B. Part B is 7 by 25. Now to make the denominator 100, what I need to do? I need to multiply this by 4. So that's why its denominator would become 100. So to balance it or to normalize it, I need to have the multiplication of the numerator with 4 as well. So 7 times 4, 28. Now I am having 100 in the denominator. So that is actually the 28%. So in the same way, if I do part C, that would be 17 by 20. And now converting it 100 to 100 in the denominators, I need to multiply it by 5. 5. So now 100 is there in the denominator, and for the numerator, 17 times 5 is 85. So 85 by 100, which is actually 85%. Okay. Uh, in the same way, we can do, let's suppose, part D, and it is going to be 3 by 10 times 10 times 10. Now you see, it is not necessary that all the time you need to multiply it with the same number, but you need to concentrate that you need to make denominator as 100. So to make denominator 100, what's the number with which the denominator should be multiplied? So that's the main objective. So in the numerator now you are having 30, and in the denominator we are having 100. So that is actually 30%. And in the same pattern, part E, 8 by 200. We can easily see that we can simplify this fraction to become uh, like it is if I divide it by 2. 2 fours are, and 2 hundreds are 200. So now I am having 4 by 100, which can be written as 4%. Our main objective was not to cancel them completely in this case, but the motive was to have 100 in the denominator. So that's why we haven't cancelled 4 by 100 more. We retain 100 in the denominator. So the numerator is 4 out of 100, which means 4%. For part F, 50 is there in the numerator and 12 in the denominator. We can simplify them to 6 or 225s are. So 25 by 6. Now, as we know that uh, 6 is not a factor of 100. So now if we need to make uh, the denominator as 100, we need to see what's the number we need to multiply it with. So that would give us okay, we were doing question number 2 part F. 50 by 12, cancelling them on the table of 2, 25s are and 2 6 are. So now to make denominator as 100, we first of all, if we could get rid of this 6, for example, times 6. So that would get cancelled out. And actually, for out of 100, we need to see how we can do it. So that would give us the required form. So our motive would be again to have 100 in the denominator. So in this case, that is not required to just multiply and divide it by 6. So what should we be doing? We should be doing it in a way that there should be 100 in the denominator as well as in the numerator. So we can do it like this: 2500 divided by 6. What we have done? We have made this as one part, which is a separate part from 100, and what I need to have in the separate form, that is 1 by 100. So now 2500 by 6 would give me, if I divide it, 2500 divided by 6. So that is 416.66 and so on. So I can round it off to 416.67 times 1 by 100. So now since this is again 1 by 100, that means division by 100. So I can convert it in the equivalent percentage, 416.67. And for this, I can have the percent. So that concludes the question.